All right, so Ezekiel, what is one apple? There's my apple. Plus two apples. Three apples, exactly. All right, so Gabriel, what is one banana plus two? That's a really bad banana. Bananas. Three what? Three bananas. Okay. So, Alejandro, what is one apple plus two bananas? What's one apple plus two bananas? You can't add them together, right? The answer is just one apple plus two bananas. You can't add apples and bananas. I guess you could call them fruit together, but if I come over to your house and I say, hey, what do you have to eat? And you say, oh, I've got three fruit, I think you're kind of a weirdo. You say, I got, well, one apple and two bananas. Okay? Well, the reason I'm telling you this is because it's the same thing for algebra. Instead of apples and bananas, we have numbers, like, for example, 2, and we have variables, for example, like plus, or I'll use that different color here, like plus 3x. And I might do something to it, like maybe minus 3. So if I'm adding these together, 2 plus 3x minus 3 plus 6x, I can't add the numbers and the x's together any more than I could add apples and bananas together. But what I can do is I can combine like terms. I can combine my 2 and my negative 3, and I can combine my 3x and my 6x. So if I do this out, this is going to be equal to 2 minus 3 is going to be negative 1. And 3x plus 6x is going to be plus 9x. So once again, I can combine like terms. I can't combine unlike terms. So I can add apples to apples, or bananas to bananas, or numbers to numbers, or x's to x's. But I can't add apples and bananas, and I can't add numbers and x's. Okay. Now, secondly, imagine if I had this thing again. So imagine I have negative 1 plus 9x is some term, some expression, and I want to multiply that by something. I want 4 of them, for example. So to do that, what I do is I use what's called the distribution property. I'm not multiplying 4 times negative 1. And I'm not multiplying 4 times plus 9x. I'm multiplying 4 times both the negative 1 and the 9x, both of them. So if I do this out, 4 times negative 1 is going to be negative 4. And 4 times 9x, 4 times a positive is going to be a positive, and 4 times 9 is going to be 36, and 36 what's 36x. Okay, so that's the distribution property. And then finally, I might want to make this thing simpler. I might want to factor it. So to do that, I get all the terms of all the things underneath it. So negative 4 can be factored into, well, I'm going to forget the negative right now. I'm just going to call it 4 and 1, which can be factored into 2 and 2. And 36 can be factored into, well, x, and we'll say 6 and 6. And 6 can be factored into 3 and 2, and 6 can be factored into 3 and 2. So now I look and I say, well, what's the common factor for those? What is common in both of those? And when I look, I see that this one has a 2, and this one has a 2. So I could pull a 2 out from each of those terms. And this one also has another 2, and this one has another 2. So I can not just pull away one set of 2's, but two set of 2's, and 2 times 2 is 4. So for this one right here, I'll write it down here again, negative 4 plus 36x, I could divide each of these terms by 2 times 2, 4. And if I do, I get negative 1 plus 9x. But if I divide it by 4 here, I have to multiply 4. I'm pulling the 4 out. So now this term is, I have factored it. It's 4 times negative 1 plus 9x, where of course it is, because this is the same thing as this. We just multiplied by 4. Now this is the process of dividing by 4.